Welcome into RoJoSports. We're at the end of the episodes. You, the listener, have the power to spark the debates. I'm your host, Rob, and here alongside of me is my right hand man, the one, the only, Joe. Say hi, Joe.
What's up, guys?
Joe, before we get started, I once again just want to take time to give a quick shout out and speak for the both of us. Once again, when I say thank you guys so much for tuning in, so much over the past couple of weeks. On Spotify, we are up to over 7 hours of listening time. On TikTok, we are just over about 3,500 total views collectively. Each week, our followers have doubled each time. Those of you listening, regardless of platform, please share with your friends on your own platforms and help us make this grow into the success that we both know that it can get to. I have been giving students that are in the AV and photography clubs the opportunity to utilize this platform for the benefit of theirs as well as ours. The pictures that any of you see shared on the TikTok page or YouTube videos are that of students that take the time to take these photos at these events. Students like Jonathan and Aiden, as well as local athletic photographer Rebecca Wheeler. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the journey with us. Even in this realm, the sense of community down here never stops and continues to impress me day in and day out. So again, thank you all so much. And we here at RoJoSports, myself, Rob, and Joe, look forward to continuing to cover our local sports on all sides of the Ohio Valley. What do you think, Joe?
Well said.
Thanks.
Well put together.
Thanks.
It's
That
almost
being
as if you're a teacher.
a little bit math teacher. That's why I fumble over my words. Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, Joe, it is the greatest week in high school football. It is rivalry week. Rivalry week. Excuse me. Um, so battle for Sparky. Is he a rider now? Is he currently a rider? Did they win last year?
Uh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Big Red.
Yeah, the
Big
Big
Reds.
Red. Yeah, Big Red won it last year in Ferry.
Yep.
In Ferry.
Yep.
So do you think Sparky will stay a Big Red, or do you think he'll become a rider again?
Well, hopefully he becomes a rider, but it's gonna be a hard game. It's always is.
It's gonna be.
Even when even when both teams aren't very good or one's good and the other one's not good, still a hard game.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing any pictures or whatever of Dason on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That has to be a different feel for him too. I'm sure, for
Well,
sure.
not only that, it's the first night game ever.
Oh, did they? Okay,
They're
yeah.
under the lights
We
in
talked.
Belair.
We talked last week, I think, about we were unsure
Hmm.
if they were going to keep it a Saturday tradition for that game or if they were going to move it to Friday night. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
First year of them doing
first
that there.
first time. Yep.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but we also have the Vales Trophy battle between my alma mater, the Buckeye Local Panthers, as they set to host the Harrison Central Huskies at Ron Poblish World War II Memorial Stadium in Yorkville, Ohio. What's uh, what's the buzz around the neck of the woods up there right now?
For that game.
That game, Ferry, anything.
Oh, I mean, lots of buzz. I mean, there's lots of things going on right now. The Ferry volleyball team, they're in the sectionals, I think, and if they win, they play Thursday.
So I'm assuming since they've never won the OVAC in that, have they ever won sectionals in volleyball before?
Uh, Maybe once or twice,
Yeah, yeah,
but
because
nothing. They haven't really made it that far in volleyball.
yeah, it's nice to see that come together for sure.
Hmm.
Though, yeah,
Yeah.
it's that's a whole different thing. I'm not one to say I know much about volleyball. If I'm being completely honest with you, but my wife, she coached the St. John's down there for a year, and that's as close as I really got to it. So yeah, but that's good that the buzz is up for the Riders Bel Air game.
Hmm.
That should.
Well, I mean, it's all this is as the old ball coach Dave would say. There's 4 games they worry about. Like, look at the paper. Troy Piqua, Dover New Philly, Canton Maslin, Ferry Blair. Those are the games.
Yeah,
And they all played it this week.
and the crazy thing is like there's been years where, I mean, either one of them could have gone 0-9 and get to that game, and it's a good game. It doesn't matter,
Yep,
it's never
doesn't
really.
matter.
I don't think I've ever seen it really a blowout. Like
There's been a couple years where it's been like 30 to like 6 or something like that. But even when it's 30-6, it's hard fought 30-6. It's not
yeah,
like
not just a
you're,
runaway and they stop playing.
yeah. I don't think I've seen one where it's been like 60-0
Yeah,
either side.
yeah, and both teams are destined to make the playoffs, right?
They control their destiny. We'll see.
Yeah, because Ferry's what 6-2, or no? What's their record?
They are. I had it on here. Let me check. They are 5-3.
5-3. Okay, so they lost
Yep.
last week.
Yep. They lost against Central. They played hard though.
Okay.
They were in the game.
Okay. Well, good. Speaking of high school football, Marietta football team actually they won this past week. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they took down Point
big
Pleasant.
win.
They did. They did. 34-16. 34-16. It was a convincing win, really. So this
Good for
Friday,
them.
yeah, yeah, this Friday at Don Drum Stadium, the recently big time victorious Marietta Tigers look to continue. Hang on, right here, Marietta Tigers.
It's a
Look,
nice script helmet.
yeah,
I like that.
I do too. I like the color scheme. Clearly, I have it
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
I got it everywhere. Okay, but they look to continue to put an exclamation point on the end of their season and the 2025 football season with a hopeful win over the Warren Warriors. Huge rivalry down here. Huge one. I haven't found out whether there's a trophy involved with this or not. I don't think there is. I
Maybe
know.
it's just one of them old school, just we don't like you, you don't
Yeah.
like us kind of
Yeah.
thing going on here.
Well, the Tigers are definitely going to have to come out and playing physical early. I looked on Max Preps and found some stats for you. The Warriors have a pretty balanced attack between their run and pass game. Seems like they lean a little bit more towards the run game, averaging a pretty impressive 146 yards rushing per game. Their aerial attack also can't be ignored, averaging just over 100 yards per game. And in total, they average about 250 yards per game. The thing that I think will work out best for Marietta is their ability to stop the run. Other than at the beginning of the season when they struggled against John Marshall and their really, really
Hmm.
successful sophomore that they have there. I don't know if you've seen him yet, but he's uh, he's a beast.
John Marshall's a pretty good ball
Yeah,
club, so
no,
there's no shame in losing to them.
but recently they've done really well at containing the outside, keeping everything in front of them, keeping everything in the middle, not letting anything get crazy on the outside. So, but again, keeping the the game in front of them, making some hard tackles and playing physical. I think a great example is the Tigers holding Point Pleasant to just 16 points and stopping their
Hmm.
running game. It's going to be a shootout. The Warriors average half a sack a game, so their defense is not their strong suit. And with Marietta's recent identity and the Wildcat and utilizing their skill players the way that they have, and having big guys up front like Teddy Bauer and Kobe Alexander out front, out of the backfield, leading the way, as well as Owen Riley and Timmy Ryan and other skill positions to make the big plays that the Tigers have a chance to really be explosive this Friday. Special shout out to the seniors this week: Lucas Miller, Owen Riley, Kobe Alexander, Malachi Farley, Braden Hollingsworth, Braden Braden Plogger, excuse me, who Braden keep receipts. And I think I had the video somewhere where at the homecoming pep rally, I volunteered as tribute to be down onto the gym floor, and we went 1-on-1. I played DB and he played receiver. I wasn't expecting a tight end to run that fast, or maybe I'm just getting slower. I'm not sure which one, but he
Probably
completely,
the latter.
yeah, he
It's probably the
complete.
latter.
I mean, my God, I was at the foul line and he was on the other end of the court in a go route. I did have him beat on my route, but I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball. It hit my hands and I dropped it. It hit my
Nice
fingertips.
hands, feet.
I dropped it. I dropped it. I dropped it. I dropped it. But yeah, he's a big one. Will Tornes, Leland Nielsen, Logan Boyd, Tim Simons, Levi Jackson, Teddy Bauer, Colton Lucas, Henry Duvall, Kendrick Gass. Best of luck to you seniors going forward. You never give up on that alone is worth the memories of a lifetime.
All right, I
Um,
got a thing to say. Something inspirational.
okay.
All right. Now, from what I've seen here, the Marietta, if they win one, it'll be a winning streak to end the season, and then you can continue that next season and build on that. So you could be 2-0 right now, right now next week.
Yeah. Going into the next season, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
be big, be big. Win over the rival, spit in their eye, finishing ahead of them in the playoff picture. I mean, come on, what's better than that?
Just a heads up, I'm actually interviewing the football team tomorrow in the gymnasium after school to see how they're feeling this coming Friday. So stay
All
tuned.
right.
Stay tuned for that. That'll be on here as well. But speaking of big things happening down here for sports, the boys soccer team did unfortunately lose this past Thursday night to Fairfield Union. Um, but no lack of effort, that's for sure. They started out, it was 1-0, and then with 3 minutes left, Brady Lent scored a goal, tied it up. They had to play an extra half hour of play, and then ended up coming down to penalty kicks. And
Uh,
there is nothing wrong with losing that way. Absolutely
nope.
nothing wrong with that at all.
It's not even really a loss, really.
No,
You know, just
that's a game of luck at that point.
yeah.
You know.
Someone's got to win,
Yep.
like hockey.
Yeah, and I mean that's not something that you really prep for the season. You know
Nope.
what I mean? Like you only do that in the playoffs. So,
Yep.
but however, the girls soccer team, I can't really put enough emphasis as to how just talented this year's varsity girls soccer team is. They're led by the already extremely successful coach Bill Mannix, who in just 5 seasons of coaching just secured his 70th all-time win, which is really impressive.
Well,
That's
how many games do they play in a season for soccer? I'm not
um
sure.
let's see
12,
they're 14-2-1 and they just played a playoff game, so is it 15 games?
15. Huh?
Yeah, and it has a 70th
Yeah.
win, so in 5
Yeah.
seasons that's really
Pretty good.
that's pretty
It's
good.
really good. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. The team continues their playoff run this Wednesday against Miami Trace this Wednesday, I said that already, and in the district semifinals at Logan High School at 5 p.m. If successful, the team will then go on to play the winner of Fairfield Union and Sheridan in the district finals. But before we move on from this, I want you to hear the stats from this soccer team so far this year that I also got from Max Preps. Okay? You ready? So
I'm listening. Let's go.
their wins this year.
Hmm.
These are the scores: 6-1, 8-0, 5-1, 3-0, 12-1, 7-0, 7-1, 8-0, 6-0, 12-0, 3-0. So in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 7 clean sheets of soccer. 7 clean sheets, and then their most recent win in the playoffs versus Jackson High School was 5-0 in the playoffs. So that's 8 clean sheets. Okay.
Is that the Jackson Ironman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, took them down. The team is currently ranked 7th in the Division 3 soccer in the state of Ohio, with girls like junior Grace Spencer leading the way with, hear this, 24 individual goals on the season, and
Woo!
a team total of 92 goals on the season. 92 goals on the season. It's no wonder what.
That's
I mean, with scores and stats like that,
wow.
led by seniors Riley Dunbarger, Alexis Miller. Here are all these seniors. Ready? Riley Dunbarger, Alexis Miller, Taylor Addis, Campbell Stanley, Keely Hansen, Wilkie Smith, Carolyn Cortopassi, Colby Wheeler, Darby Cartmel, Izzy Riggs, Avery Kendall, Addison Lang, Lauren Elliott, Avery Lather, and Micah Schenkel, with a special mention of Blair Reed, who is amongst the team's top 3 leading scorers as a freshman with 12.
Wow. So,
Uh,
wow, we got a senior led to no wonder they got all the experience.
well, and the thing is, though, is the girl with 24 goals, she's a junior.
Oh boy.
So I mean, two out of the
Yeah.
three, two out of the 3 goal leaders on the team are
Yeah.
still underclassmen. So
Well, it sounds like this is it's been built up over the
yeah,
years because it seems like this group they've won a lot of games, so they know
yeah,
what it takes to win.
yeah. I mean, talent like this, led by Coach Mannix, provides. It's no wonder why championships are the goal for these girls. Lastly, speaking of championships, I want to mention and give a shout out to Vicky Hall and the Marietta Marquette dance team for placing first in jazz dance, first in kick dance, best jumps, best dance, and being awarded grand champions at this weekend's dance competition, as well as the Marietta cheer team for also being awarded grand champions.
Wow.
It it's a city of champions down here in Marietta, man.
That's,
Just keeps on going and going and going.
yeah.
My goodness, it's not a bad thing to be a part of either. Just watching them, in the
Mm-hmm.
hallways, and I have a couple of the soccer players that I teach, and a couple of the volleyball girls. They're also
Mm-hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
successful, this season. So man, just seeing it and being a part of it,
Morale high.
my goodness, it's a very proud town, and
Yeah,
it it's no shortage of that in the school either. Just
that's great.
yeah, yeah. But good job
Nice town.
on all of it. It is a really nice town down here. But congratulations to everyone this
Mm-hmm.
year. I mean, your your records, and everything else has been really impressive so far. And boys football varsity football team. Good luck this Friday. I think you guys got it. I think you guys got it because
Big win.
Warren only beat Point Pleasant by 10 points. You guys beat Point Pleasant by nearly 20.
19.
Yeah, 19 points. So you guys got it. You guys got it.
I've based off of the similar opponents I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a whooping coming. Is what I'm seeing.
so we'll see. We'll see. Tune in next Monday, and we'll definitely have some stats from that game for you guys, and see, and as well as the soccer game this Wednesday, and everything
Mm-hmm.
else going on down here. Championships everywhere. My
Yep.
goodness. We'll
And,
know with Martins Ferry what happens with Sparky,
yep.
and the Vales Trophy and everything else. Trophies everywhere, man. Trophies everywhere.
Gotta love rivalry week.
Yep. And
Gets the juices going.
we're starting to get into anything else on high school sports on your end.
That's all I've got right now.
Yeah, yeah. So we're starting
Oh,
to
one
go
more
ahead.
thing though.
Go ahead.
Beat Blair. Beat Blair.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say. Shred the Reds.
yeah. Always shred the Reds. Always. It doesn't matter. That's like any team playing Alabama. You always root for the team playing against Alabama, no matter what.
Yep.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of rivalry week, we're starting to get into that point in college football. Slowly creeping into it. And this weekend, we got the battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy in Michigan
Is
State.
that? Oh, yep.
Michigan State. And I mean, if they play like they did against Washington, they played a pretty good game. I mean, for the
They did.
fourth quarter, when you control the ball for 13 minutes and a quarter, especially that last quarter of the game,
Mm-hmm.
you're on the right side of things. It's
It's
not.
demoralizing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they can't get the ball back, it's. I mean, it takes it all out of you. You know. Um, but college football, the top 25 seems to keep on changing, doesn't it?
Oh, it's all over the place.
But Ohio State remains consistent. I mean, I saw a graphic earlier, and I'm a Michigan fan, but I saw a graphic earlier that I really can't go against, where it was number one, Ohio State. It was a gap, and then it said everyone else.
Yep.
And I think,
Not to not to toot my own horn, but
well, I think that, a big, the only real team that I could see possibly changing that is in the Big Ten championship, you know, to where,
Yep.
if Ohio State loses in the Big Ten championship, who cares? They'll just have to win a national championship from the sixth spot again. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Or, you know, but honestly, though, I think with Matt Patricia and that defense that he has going on there, I mean,
Well, even if they lose the Big Ten championship, they could still be a top four seed. So,
yeah,
I mean, that doesn't matter.
yeah,
And even because the championships don't really matter anymore.
and I mean, you don't know other than Indiana and Ohio State. I mean, that top four, the other two teams in the top four, that's a revolving door right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of fluff in this. There's not many teams where it's like they jump off the page and go, "Wow, you don't want to play them."
Yeah.
Not many.
Well, the thing is, though, is you got to watch out because Indiana still plays UCLA, and I'm not
Yep.
saying that that should happen because it shouldn't happen. But UCLA is on what, a 4 game win streak right now.
Yeah. But they lucked out though. They're not playing them in Los Angeles. They're playing them at home. So I think they'll get by. They'll get by UCLA, killing their win streak.
But top five now we have OSU 1, Indiana 2, A&M 3, Bama 4, and Georgia 5. I still don't think that Bama is a top five team.
Uh, I just I think they're good. Okay, but they have the worst loss of the season for the teams ranked right now.
To Florida
Florida
State.
State just keeps losing, and that does not help.
No, no, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I mean, then Georgia Tech, they keep sneaking up in there.
They keep winning. They win. That's what they got. Georgia better watch themselves this year. That's all I have to say about them.
It's no
Georgia
gimme.
Tech. Georgia Tech should have beat them last year, and Georgia's getting bailed out every week with something.
Yeah. So is
They're
the
keeping them. They're keeping them alive. I don't know why.
yeah. So is the ESPN with SEC. They're keeping them alive too,
Yeah,
aren't they? I mean, for
that's who it is.
3, 4, 5, A&M, Bama, Georgia.
Yeah,
But then
the only
again,
team that the only team I like out of those three, A&M's seems to be okay this year. I mean, but it's still A&M. We never know. And I
that's
like Ole Miss too. Ole Miss isn't bad.
yeah. They could sometimes have a tendency every season to get in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Old
Some
Miss,
way.
they end up losing some kind of game that should not be a loss,
Yep.
and
Almost happened to him this past week against Arkansas.
it did. It did
But
indeed.
Arkansas is a great team. I mean, not a great, but like they're a scary team. Because they have good offense and they can get in a shootout, and you don't want to play them in a shootout. It's like UCLA. They got nothing to lose.
Those are
Their
the
coach
most
is fired.
dangerous ones.
Yeah, they're playing with house money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, then we got Oregon.
Yep.
Not too sold on them. I
Uh,
mean, I like Lanning, great coach, but he's another one that, in the same way of a little bit Old Missish, that gets in his own way. He ends up out coaching himself at
Sometimes,
times.
yeah, he gets a little too gets a little too into emotions. I think you
Yeah,
know.
rather than just letting them play the game and you know let them do what they're destined to do.
Mm,
And let's see. All right, so top 10 again. We have OSU, Indiana, we have A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss, Miami. Just lost. Just lost.
yep.
Uh,
Carson Beck just throwing it to the other team, just like he did at Georgia.
yeah, blaming
Oh,
everybody, blaming everyone but himself.
yep. Only took him 6 games.
Yep, you see, getting into this a little bit later, but you saw what can happen to quarterbacks who throw their teammates under the bus.
Yep.
Uh, you know, I mean, just saying, Miami might lose another one here. It
Yep.
might happen. Vanderbilt 10. You and I are both in agreement that
Nonsense.
yeah, I don't.
Just who have they beaten? That's any good. Like they beat LSU. Big deal.
Yeah,
LSU can't move the ball.
yeah.
LSU's offense is like a seventh grade team. They can't score.
No, that's because they have
Something's going on there.
the James Franklin of the SEC coaching their squad.
Oh, hey, remember he left Notre Dame because he couldn't win a championship there, and Marcus Freeman just was in the national championship last year. So
I know, I know. It's all down to coaching, and
yeah,
that's clear with the let's see, most recent firings. We know about James Franklin and Penn State, UCLA, Florida. And
Billy
and
Napier
yep,
off of a win,
yeah. They're
off
like,
a win,
they're like,
beat
oh,
Mississippi State, and they're like, "See you later." I didn't like that one bit. I think they gave him a raw deal. Florida's had the hardest schedule the past two
by
years.
far.
They play a ranked team every week,
This year is by
and
far on their end of
it,
things. Their schedule is the hardest in the nation. It's not even close.
yeah, and it's impressive they're even winning games. Like it's not
Yeah,
like Florida was a great job when he got there. Team
yeah.
was a mess.
It was. It was. And then you just go ahead and, yep, next, you know.
Yep.
But I could see that as a possible destination for, and you and I talked about this off stream, but
Hmm.
James Franklin, why not bring him in? Penn
Uh,
State's paying him to coach.
yeah. I
you
mean,
know.
but like I said, be careful what you wish for because you're gonna get James Franklin down there, and he can't win the big one.
Then you'll
So
have
that
a,
means you're gonna be sitting at 3-4 like you are right now.
yep. Then you'll end up with two James Franklins in the SEC, and Brian Kelly and James Franklin.
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
think? What do you
Brian
think's
Kelly's
gonna
gonna be gone.
You think so? I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think has to? What do you, is winning out? Is that his only hope in keeping his
Uh,
job
let,
without?
let's let's take a look at their schedule first. All right. So this could. Oh, it's not looking good. Uh,
Feed it to me. Let's go.
so they just lost to Vanderbilt. Then they play Texas A&M at home. At least they're at home, so that could be Texas A&M's loss. Let's just say Texas A&M fumbles up, and LSU somehow wins. Then they got to play at Alabama. That's a loss. That's a loss. All right, then they go. They play Arkansas, like we were just talking. Scary. Don't want to play them.
Yeah.
And then they're playing the best offense in the Conference USA, Western Kentucky. Don't sleep on them either.
Those
Hilltoppers, they're scary.
those are those teams
And
that
then they
can.
finish at Oklahoma. So
Whew,
I'm seeing
potential
three
for three.
losses.
Yeah, potential for three. You know.
So that makes him 7-5. And if he loses Texas A&M and Alabama, he will be fired on the plane.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he won't make it out.
So who could you see as uh, a good fit down there? Like if he gets canned,
Hmm.
uh, I know these are all hypotheticals because it hasn't happened yet. I could see Florida
Hmm.
State's coach getting fired before Brian Kelly personally,
Oh yeah.
um, but James Franklin, there's two opportunities there. You got Florida, you got LSU. And
Um.
if I were to pick out of the two, I'd probably take LSU just because that strength of schedule is not as hard as what Florida has had to deal with, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and the recruits are there, so
Uh. If I'm gonna guess who would take the LSU job, like they're gonna have to get somebody. I Because Penn State's gonna take someone, and it's gonna be someone big. So who's gonna go to LSU? And LSU's a top 10 job in the nation.
it is. It is.
So you get all the athletes. It's a great atmosphere. Probably the best. Um,
There's people throwing John Gruden's name out there for college coaching. There's I don't like it personally, but
does Why would he want to do that? He's having the time of his life right now.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, I get
he's
it.
he's loving it.
Then there's people out there
Uh,
throwing Saban's name out there for Penn State. I'm like that would be a good fit, but I don't see him coming back for that headache.
Brian Kelly gets fired. Nick Saban, LSU, possibility.
Man,
I'm not saying he will,
Bama fans would
but
my
he was
goodness.
there first.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
He won.
I don't think Bama
He,
fans could chastise him for that. I mean, he gave them
yeah.
everything. I think you got to
Yep.
let something slide. You know what I mean? If he would decide to
Well,
do that,
he was an LSU guy before he was a Bama guy, and he
that's
won a
true.
national championship at LSU.
He sure did.
So they got that could be one to watch. Okay, that let's just let that one marinate for a little bit.
So something else I've been just randomly thought of because I'm looking at our top 25 here and I see my Wolverines at 25.
Yep.
Do you think that Sharon Moore needs to run the table to save his job?
Well, the thing is, all his hard games are over besides the last one, and he's going to win the next
3.
4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he plays. Michigan plays Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland. Now Northwestern could be interesting
Yeah.
because they're not too bad. Don't
Yeah.
You can't let them sneak up on you.
They took out Penn State. Not that that's, whatever, but
Yeah.
they took out Penn State, but Penn State was
Hey,
also at an all-time low at that point, so
they are 5-2 and they're 3-1 in conference. So
so
they're no slouch.
you never know. I think this weekend's a definite check mark in the win column for them against Michigan State, though. I don't see them, you know, struggling with that. But stranger things
You
have
never know.
happened. I remember
It's a rivalry game, man.
I'll never forget that last second punt
Yep.
block 6,
Yep.
and ended the game that way. Ended the
Mm-hmm.
game that way. That's the thing with rivalry games. Michigan a couple years ago, I mean, prior to Harbaugh, they stunk. Were
Yep.
awful. And then they went to Ohio State and still made it a game. So it's doesn't matter, but I think that Sharon needs to run the table. I don't even think he could last a loss to Ohio State this year.
I mean, I think he should just because he's beaten them 2 times in a row. You know.
I think if it were at Ohio State, that could save him.
Yeah.
But I think since it's at home,
I still think this has to be a disaster here in the next 2 weeks for him to lose his job. Right now, I think he's safe for now. He saved it for now.
because I would
He's got
say
another year.
that's a top 5 job in a country, wouldn't you?
Uh, let's see. You got Ohio State. I'm not saying
I know.
whatever. Like USC, Texas, probably Michigan, and then Oregon. I would say is the top 5 job now.
Yeah.
Not historic. Not like they don't have the pedigree, but they're up there. Notre Dame is probably 6th.
Yeah. Oh, there's another name that I saw got thrown out there for Penn State. Would Marcus Freeman consider leaving? I'm like, why? Why?
Why would he do that?
Why would he go anywhere? Why, I mean,
You're just
you guys are just having fun with the internet at this point.
yeah.
You know.
Unless they give him $1 billion, that's the only way he'd leave. And I don't blame him if he left for someone's giving you $1 billion to coach Penn State. Yep.
Who's our chances upsets this week?
Upsets this week? Ooh, it's a lot like last week. Tough to pick.
Shouldn't happen, but
yeah. Honestly, UCLA could scare Indiana this week. Northwestern at Nebraska. That's
take down Patrick Mahomes too, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. No one. There's not really a lot of. I mean, Michigan State, just because it's a rivalry game. Yeah, there's not a lot of that jump off the page at you on this.
Yeah, until we look at 3:30 in the afternoon and we see on the sports updates that oh man, some team is randomly giving Alabama a game.
Yep, that's what's going to be. Yeah, they play South Carolina. But you know what? My upset of the week. I'm going to say it now. Okay, Iowa State. They play BYU, and Iowa State's at home.
They're okay, because BYU is what 11th.
Yep, we'll circle that one. We're gonna circle that one on the schedule.
Okay,
we're gonna watch that one.
Okay,
they're on alert.
Anything else in the world of college football?
Over the Heisman race.
Heisman.
Carson Beck torpedoed his chances with four interceptions. So it's down to Simpson from Alabama and Mendoza from Indiana. 2-man race. Who's going to win?
Mendoza. It's a lock.
I don't know if it's a lock. I mean, that kid from Alabama, he's spinning it.
But he's lost.
Yeah, he has. But there's season to go here. Hopefully Indiana makes it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him do that. I mean that's another thing we were talking about last week. Would Indiana's coach? People were like, "Oh, would he consider leaving?" Nope. He just got a contract.
No way. Yep, he's got a contract extension. He ain't leaving. Like, so I said they're backing that truck up to his house. I said they were going to do that.
Yep. Yep. Brinks truck sitting outside. What do you want out of it?
Yep.
I mean, he could have.
Just take the truck. Take it, Kurt. You're fine.
I think he could have asked for a lot more, though. Like just
saying. But he doesn't seem like that kind of guy, though.
Yeah,
he's there because he enjoys it.
Yeah,
he's building a program. I respect that.
I do too. I mean, and it's evident this year what he's doing. So,
yeah.
I think within what do you get? Did he get a 6-year contract?
I don't know the details. I just know he got one.
It was around that, but if that's the time frame, I could see them bringing a national championship in at least one, and with his coaching style and what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see it. I could see it happening. But yeah, so we'll start looking into the NFL now. What do you think?
Well, the Steelers did the Steelers. Great Thursday night performance out of Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's always against
right on cue.
It's always against the Bengals too.
It's
doesn't
all right.
matter.
He's not good on Thursdays. That's okay. You know,
Yeah,
you got to have a one weakness.
there's people calling for his job and stuff. It's like
Nonsense.
leave him
The
alone.
Steeler fans are crazy. They're like Ohio State fans. You lose one game, I'll fire him. It's over. Get rid of him. It's
Then
like
they
the
win
guy
a
hasn't lost.
and then they win a championship. You're like, oh, I never said that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just let the man work. You know,
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
yeah. Although, did you see before we get into the standings? Did you see the offensive lineman come off to the field and tackle Aaron Rodgers in a celebration and nearly hurt him?
Yeah, that was Darnell Washington. That's who that was.
I
He,
can't.
he is an offensive lineman. He's a tackle. They
I
got
can't.
two tackles.
I can't blame Rodgers for getting ticked off at that. I
Oh
can't.
yeah.
You know, he took him down, man. Like that was a.
He's like I'm 40-year-old man. Get off my back.
He's like, this is me and Joe Flacco. It's already the icy hot bowl. Will you leave us alone?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This Thursday night brought
Speaking
to
of Joe
you.
Flacco,
Yeah, he looked good.
yeah,
He looked
yeah.
good.
It's crazy. It wasn't the Browns. How about
Ga-
that?
Gabriel didn't look too bad.
Oh yeah, he was all right. You know, but we finally ran the ball. That's all. It's all we've been asking for. Just run it. We'll be fine. And now that
Yeah.
we had a lead, Miles Garrett and the boys, Tua was seeing ghosts out there.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
He was.
but don't forget that Tua talked crap on his players.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
And
did.
there was a few games in that during that few plays, excuse me, during that game that they showed some replays. I'm like, they did not block for him.
Nope.
They did not.
I don't.
And I mean, if you're stepping to the side and you're gonna let Miles Garrett run full speed at your quarterback,
Yep.
you don't care for him at all. You know,
Uh.
no, no, that'd be like having Aaron
He's.
Donald chase after you in an empty alley. You know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah. There's nowhere to go. He's gonna chase you down. Might as well just face the music.
Yeah, yes. I mean, the fact that Tua is shocked that he got benched, it's like you lost the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He smelled. You could smell him from the TV.
Yeah, yeah. Coach was like, "Look, I have to do something. I got to save my job. So it's you or me.
Yep.
So you got to go." You know,
Yep.
which I think that's going to be a during the off season. I could see that Miami job becoming available this year. If we're being honest, but I could see.
Yeah.
I could see a young
It's
coach
gonna
like
be open.
I could see a young coach like him being semi-successful in the college world. But again, we're out of college sports. But I could see him throwing his name out there for, bringing in
Maybe.
some young players or whatever and do
He's
something.
he's a great offensive guy. You know, he can be an offensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach. I mean,
Yeah.
just look at him on the sideline. He's got those stupid sunglasses on. He's got the capri pants.
Yeah,
It's like
that's nothing against capris, but
I'm saying, but like for a head coach of a football team, that's not the look. You can wear him wherever, outside after the game. I don't care. But when you're on the sideline, you look like a goof.
I mean,
when you got Mike Vrabel on the other sideline, when he's got a big old dip in and he's got the thing on and he's chest bumping his players and head butting them. That's the kind of guy I want. I don't want no guy on the sideline over there with his sunglasses on when it's cloudy out. It's like, what are you doing?
Speaking of headbutting players, who do you put? Do you put the Giants' loss on Jackson Dart or Scattaboo? Like, I mean, that was a tough way to lose. That whole game was just
That's
theatrical.
Just being young players. That's what they do. Yeah. They're going to give you a lot of great stuff, and then they're going to mess up a lot too.
Yeah, I saw an interview. Scattaboo's mom or somebody was talking about how he used to put shoulder pads on and run into telephone poles and stuff like that.
Sounds about right.
Like,
that's exactly what I imagine.
Yeah, it's like now it all makes sense,
Yeah.
But
hey, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be fine. They were in the game. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think that even though they got upset by the Bengals, I still think the AFC North belongs to the Steelers.
Well, it should.
It should. Then the Colts, they're ahead in their division, right?
Yep. Uh,
The Patriots just jumped the Bills.
yep.
If I think if you and I had started this preseason, I don't think either one of us were gonna. You may have, but I don't think, realistically speaking, I don't think anybody was putting the Patriots above the Bills in any
No.
standing.
I thought that Patriots would be the second team and they'd be right behind them,
But
but
not
they just
this.
but not leading. No.
And then the Broncos, they
Well, I
were.
mean, I just want to say all the AFC teams so far, besides like the Patriots, I've gotten correct
Yeah, yeah,
so
because
far.
I was riding high on the Charger train.
Yeah.
That's charging right into the wall.
Well, they're the
It's
Chargers. Even with Harbaugh, it doesn't matter. They still find a way to get injuries, and they got all the talent in the world. Great coach, still can't do it.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
just
And
Charger.
who do you got with the what's going on with the NFC?
Um. Well, we got the Eagles. They're kind of gonna run away with this division. I think the Eagles, even though they're playing poorly, they're not playing great.
They need to throw the ball to AJ Brown though. He has done absolutely nothing this
Oh, he
season.
scored last game.
Did he?
He played. He had a good game.
I,
Yeah.
I was looking at somebody's fantasy points or whatever, and apparently AJ Brown hasn't been doing fantasy league teams
No,
any good this
but he
year.
got a touchdown. He had like a couple catches. He did all right. Green Bay, the NFC North, man. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be one to watch, especially around Thanksgiving. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Everyone's in it. No one's out. Uh, let's see. The Bucks, uh,
not shocked. Not shocked.
just just Baker wins, baby. But they're losing right now to the Lions, 24-9. So, but
But
hey,
it's the Lions.
yeah, but they also, I mean, the Bucks are banged up. They've been running on fumes for a while here, so it's bound to happen. And then this NFC West, it's another interesting race, tight race. They're all three. They're all three could be 5-2. San Fran, Los Angeles, and Seattle. So
Jeez,
unfortunately, the Cardinals are
tanking.
they're in the cellar.
I thought we both picked the Cardinals out of that division, didn't we?
I said the Seahawks.
Did you say the Seahawks? Yeah, I was riding high on that defense. I thought that they were, but
Yeah.
I put way too much faith in Kyler Murray. I think that
Yep.
I think this off season they need to draft a quarterback. I do.
Yep.
I think
One
that
in, I always live by one rule: who's got the better quarterback, and then that's how you put the list.
yeah, yeah, because I mean Murray's not it. I was never. It's almost like Bryce Young with the Panthers. Same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to work.
He got hurt in
Yeah.
his game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know who their backup is. I know nothing about Carolina this year. If we're being
Yeah,
honest.
I didn't know when I was watching the game. He got taken out and he had an ankle problem or something. I was like, who's this guy? I don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
see. Yeah.
speaking of the 49ers, local Valley star Colt McKivitz got the highest offensive grade on the 49ers team this weekend. First place in offensive grade this weekend. So shout out to Valley boys
Yeah, gotta love it. Good player.
for sure. Now this past the Cowboys Commanders game.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this at you. I don't know, and
I'll catch it.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. So I think that Dak could actually make an argument for himself to possibly win the MVP this year.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. He's playing out of his mind. I mean, Dak's a great quarterback. I hate when people say he's not good. He is. Okay.
It hasn't been his fault.
No, it's not. He's dealing with Jerry Jones. He's dealing with diva wide receivers.
um,
Can't get the running game right. Defense stinks, and he still does it. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean
he's on a mission.
he torched the Commanders.
Yep.
He absolutely torched them. It was ridiculous. But having C.D. Lamb back on the other side of Pickens, that's never a bad thing. You know,
Yep.
the two-headed monster right there. Pickens was good as a Steeler, but he didn't quite fit it because he was too much of a prima donna for the Tomlin mentality in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
It was never going to work. You know, he
Nope.
Tomlin didn't want a Antonio Brown 2.0. You know, and
Hmm.
it just so happens that you know Dak is making Dallas's new coach look good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think.
He's a defensive guy, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Schottenheimer.
yeah, and I mean that showed they held Washington. You know,
Yeah.
which
I mean, their
you know
defense isn't awful. It's not just the worst in the league, but it's not very good.
they could make a run at that division. You know, it's still way early, very early
Yeah,
in the
they
season.
they could.
You
They
know,
they could possibly sneak up on the Eagles here. I mean, they play them, and the first game they scared the Eagles because they almost won that game, and it
yeah,
was like a shootout. And then they had that rain delay, and it kind of ruined the game.
yeah, and then they that game where they don't even get me started, but where they tied with the Giants. I mean that should have
Yep,
never.
that was just ridiculous.
Oh my god, it, I can't take ties. I can't do it.
Yep,
Now I did have a random question that I wanted to throw at you today.
it
When
wasn't the Giants; it was the Packers.
was it? It was. You're right. You're
Yep,
right. Yeah. Sorry about that. So
yep.
there was a question I wanted to ask you when it comes to quarterbacks today, and a stat regarding quarterbacks that I would like to see changed. Okay.
Hmm.
I think I always felt this way, but I think that if you're a quarterback and you throw an interception, not only should it count as throwing an interception, but I think that the yards that the defender makes off of your interception should subtract away from your total yards of passing
Mm.
offense.
See,
It's your fault. I mean, technically, you can't tackle, I guess, but you know,
that would be like if a running back fumbled and then they returned it back and then they could lose all those rushing yards. You see, like it could be minus 100 yards. It's like that's a
uh,
little crazy.
I don't know. It's just the thought I had. You know,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
because.
I'd be all in if it was like if a quarterback throws the ball and it hits the receiver's hands and it pops up
It's not an
and it gets
interception.
intercepted, that he doesn't get it, the receiver gets it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Receivers get counted for interceptions.
I could see
I
that.
could get behind that.
And for the love of God, can we please move kickoffs back to the way that they used to be? I can't. It's so hard
They're
to
not.
watch. It's so hard to watch. You know, you watch it
They're not going
once.
to do it.
It's. I mean, just let anybody returning kickoffs let them wear the big helmet thing or whatever. Just, you know,
Why don't we just do a safety punt?
yeah. Just take
Just
the
kick.
kick.
It's the same thing.
Just take the
I
kickoff
want just do that.
out of
Yeah.
the game at that point. You know, because I mean, now you have kickers actually trying to place the kickoff to land in a certain spot. You
Yeah.
know, they're trying
I
to.
mean, it is. It's kind of strategic, honestly. It's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not completely out on it because there could be some returns. That field position matters.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to, you know,
Yeah.
throw out there, see where your brain would go with it. But yeah, I could see the tipped passes not going against
Yeah.
a quarterback. I could see that. You know, hit your fingers, catch the ball, like me
Yeah.
in the gymnasium.
If it hits your hands and you're a professional wide receiver, sorry about your leg.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so MLB. Who's up in
All
the
right.
Who's up in the Mariners game? It was 2-1 last you told me.
It's 4-3 Blue Jays.
What inning?
Bottom of the seventh.
Hmm. Good.
Cal Raleigh's playing well. He had a solo home run, so
What?
he this is going to be down to the wire. Crazy game coming here.
I
Might have
like.
to watch the rest of this.
I'd like to see the Mariners pull it off. Definitely,
Mm,
I'd like to see the Mariners pull it off. Um, Now, being that the Dodgers beat up on the Brewers, I did have another random question to throw at you. Um, at this
sweet.
point, at this point, is Otani making an argument for himself in the GOAT conversation?
Oh, yeah, he's at the table. He's there with the other guys already. He's already saying, "Yeah, I could take you. I could take you. I could take you." That's what he's doing already.
I
So
mean,
that game that he had for Game 4, he had 3 home runs and he struck out 10 batters. That's,
unheard of.
I mean, probably the single greatest individual performance in professional sports ever. That's how big, massive that is. Like that no one has ever done it.
Yeah, and I mean, people see that stat and who maybe don't know baseball that much or whatever, and they'll see that stat and be like, "Oh, whoop de doo." It's like,
Yeah,
no, you don't get the
in a
rare.
playoff game.
You don't get the rarity of a pitcher hitting,
Yeah,
let alone being one of the better pitchers in the league and being one of the better hitters in the league. Like,
yeah. I mean, the only other guy was Babe Ruth,
yeah,
and he didn't really do them both.
yeah,
He was a pitcher first, and then he became a hitter.
yeah. I mean, back.
Shohei's doing them both at the same time.
I mean, he's not just throwing fastballs either. He's throwing stuff all over the
Oh yeah,
place, and I mean, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
great player. He if he continues on this track and he does this for a couple years, he will be the greatest player to ever play.
You think?
Yep. He won't have the stats, but everyone's going to be talking about him as if he's the greatest.
It's kind of like putting. I know I'm trailing off from baseball for a second, but it's kind of like putting Otani next to Ruth as the same as it would be putting Tiger Woods next to Jack Nicklaus. Like
Yeah,
you know who the greater of the two players are.
right. It will. It even be like statistically for baseball. Just because he doesn't have all the best stats doesn't necessarily mean he's not the best player of all time.
Yeah,
Just like how Michael Jordan, he doesn't have the best, he doesn't have most points, but his accolades speak for themselves, and
yeah,
that's
yeah. So it's the equivalent of that.
yes,
You know,
yeah. He's on that level. He's on the Michael Jordan level.
so in GOATs of sports, so we have Otani throwing himself into that now, with all
Yep.
this. We have, Tiger Woods. I still think he's the greatest golfer of all time. Gretzky will never be touched. That's a player
Well,
who will never ever be touched. It's
other the one guy for the Oilers now, he can do it.
yeah. People throwing Sydney's name out there. It was like no, no.
He's close. He's
Jordan,
close, but he's not.
Jordan will never be touched. Talk.
Yep.
And it's like you said that if Otani gets himself another ring or whatever, and gives us another year or two of this, then you'll throw his name out there. And it's like that's kind of where Mahomes is, where people put Mahomes with Brady, and it's like
Yep.
I still can't put
Not
anybody.
yet. Yeah.
He's got to win at least maybe 3 more Super Bowls before I put him there.
Hmm.
But yeah, just that was a question I had on here for you. Is Otani the goat? And
Uh,
he's making a case for himself.
he could
So
be. We're not talking just, you know, like greatest player in baseball. We're talking greatest athlete ever. That's
Yeah.
what we're playing with right now. There's like six other guys on the planet
Yeah.
that fight over that title, and he's going to be one of them.
Yeah. He is. He is for sure.
He's on that. Yep.
Then we just wanted to do a real quick thing for because I know we want to get to the playoff game. We want to finish watching the game with the Mariners Blue Jays, bottom of the seventh. So, but intro to the NBA. Okay, we just NBA starts tomorrow night, right?
Yep.
So that being said, I just want to say my champions this year. Not just saying it because they're my favorite team, but Celtics, can't ignore them. Can't ignore them
Uh,
just because the East is so bad.
is it?
All you have is Cleveland and Boston and New York.
The,
The Knicks
the
are
Knicks
coming
are
up.
pretty good.
You
You
know,
know, don't sleep on the Pace. The Pacers were just in the championship.
and
Just in the
MVP is going to be Jokic. He might
going to
go.
be Jokic.
He might end up throwing his name into the mix.
Yes, I'll give him this. He's knocking on the door. He's not in the room, but he's outside. And if he gets an MVP this year and another ring, he might be entering the room. We'll see.
He should have had back to back to back MVPs. Joel Embiid did not deserve that
Ah, well,
year that he won it, but
well,
well,
he's he's washed.
yeah, yeah. And Jokic is still young. He doesn't even want to be there. he just
Yeah, that's why I respect it.
he doesn't care about any of that stuff. He
Uh,
just goes
he
out and
hates his job just like the rest of us,
yeah,
and he's just good at it. That's
just casually hating being the greatest player of all time in Nuggets
yeah.
history anyway. But who you got championship wise this year? Who's your
All
champs?
right. Well, I think they're gonna go back to back. The Thunder.
Thunder.
I don't.
Okay.
Yep. I don't see how anyone could beat them. Honestly, they're young. There's no one really, unless I don't know. The Mavericks could be interesting,
I agree.
but we'll see. I gotta wait and see him play.
Anthony Davis is made of glass. You know how that works.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, hey, they could be all right. Well,
Just, I really hate for you to get your Cleveland hopes up again. They tried to do it to you
uh,
last year, and
I I watch the Cavs. I say I'm a Cavs fan, but I don't really care about them. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They're all right.
yeah,
They got good play. Donovan Mitchell, he's a good player. They're fun to watch, but I just I don't know. I just can't get behind them. It's just some. I think it's the uniforms, honestly. Like the black Cavalier uniform. I can't stand those.
you think they need a
Bring back
rebrand?
the bring back the blue that they used to wear when LeBron was there the first time.
I even like the red, like the maroon. I like those ones
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But
MVP. Oh boy. You know what? We're gonna pick someone different than you. I like Jokic and I like his chances, but how about we go with someone? SGA won last year, though,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to win it this year because he's going to have that free throw merchant thing floating around and probably not going to win it. So I'm going to give it to Steph Curry.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a great season this year.
He had one
Just
last
just
year.
just yeah, but I don't know because he's going to carry him. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think Giannis can sneak in there too. He's never won a count out of anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's always in the talk. Him, Jokic. Uh, you
Luke is
know,
Luke is going to be the best player on the Lakers this year.
you know what? I'm gonna change that again. Luka Doncic is gonna win the MVP
Yeah,
because he slimmed up and he's ready to play.
yeah. I'm excited to watch him
Now,
this year.
who knows? They might win it all. They're kind of scary.
Be a way for LeBron to go out.
Yeah,
He'll take all
let's
the
not talk
credit though.
about. Let's not talk about him.
Until then. But anyway, is that all you got for us today?
Uh, yeah. Oh, bet of the week if you want to do that. Probably take Northwestern outright.
Okay. Uh, I'll make a bet and say that the Dodgers will sweep either team in the World Series.
Hmm. You know what? If it's the Blue Jays, I think the Blue Jays could take a game or two
Yeah.
just because of their firepower on offense. But the Mariners probably will get swept, unfortunately.
All they have is a catcher that can hit. That's really all they. I mean,
Yeah. Well, they got a solid team. We'll see.
but yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all I have for us today. But until next week, again, I'm interviewing the football players tomorrow, so that'll be on here too. So, but until next Monday, we will see you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.